Good evening. Well, the Work and Pension Secretary, Mel Stride, has said today we've got to do something about the number of people claiming out-of-work benefits. The figure has risen, and it rose very, very sharply during and after the pandemic to 5.4 million. Just think about that. 5.4 million people in this country of working age who are not working but are receiving benefits. And of that number, about 40% of them are on disability benefits of one kind or another. That's about 2.5 million people. Now, what the Minister is saying is, of course, for those who are severely disabled, for those who genuinely cannot work, we will, as a civilised country, give a safety net to those people. But what he's saying is there are plenty of those people who could, especially now with work from home and flexible working, get back into the workplace. And these comments are backed up by the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, making the point that actually for many people, going back to work is a good thing. You know, if you're told you're too unwell to work and you're signed off by the GP, well, in many cases, that leads to negative thoughts. It leads to you thinking, somehow, I'm a victim. And I know something about this, because after the aeroplane crash that I was involved in 2010, when the x-rays came back and I had major surgery, the neurosurgeon said, well, Nigel, with your condition, if you want, I can sign you off as partially disabled. And I told him politely where to go. You see, I think for many people, this is about a state of mind. And if government could provide a way to get 1 million people off disability benefits and back into work, that would be an enormous benefit to the country. You see, what we're actually doing is in the very same towns and cities where we've got large numbers of people on out-of-work benefits, we've also got huge job vacancies. And guess how we're filling those vacancies? Well, we're doing it by having immigration numbers of over 1 million people every single year coming in to do those jobs, which, of course, in turn, then puts more massive pressure on public services, housing, and pretty much everything else. But there is one disappointment in what Mel Stride has had to say. He doesn't intend for these changes to come in until 2025. They've been in office since 2010, but these reforms won't come in until 2025, which is after the next general election, which I think Labour will probably win. So I put it to you, will these important, vital reforms ever actually happen? Give me your thoughts, Farage at GBNews.com.